Now, people give way too much credit to the new Prey that came out, where you're on the space station. Still not a bad game, but if you're talking about the 2000s Prey on like the Xbox 360, that game fucking slapped. And yes, you are correct, very much like that game. Talk about Lost. Oh man, and what a fucking tease. That was a game. You play a Native American man on a reservation. I think he's the town sheriff. I haven't played any of the fucking Fallout New Vegas DLC. Do you know why? Because when I beat the game, it hadn't been released yet. All right? Play Fallout on stream just to talk to Boone. If I do Fallout, I'm doing voices the entire time. Like, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about other content to do. I watched 5 seconds of Germa, and it permanently poisoned my brain. Look, my hair is starting to germatize. My hair is germatizing. I watched 5 seconds of him, and now I'm just like, I want to make faces. Things that I've been thinking about doing with an open mic, which is dangerous. Doing a Helldivers as Donald Trump. Hello, everybody. This is your president. We're gonna drop here. You don't have any choice in it. You're gonna drop where I want you to drop. Put some goddamn napalm on those bugs. I swear, if they get any closer, I need some bad hombres. We're gonna build a wall of fire. So you know less than anyone who's played the whole game and started the DLC? No, because I have read the Wikipedia. There's an emoji. Clip that one out, Doc. Hey, I played all the DLC and still didn't catch the Nipton confusion. I just mixed up Nipton for Novak. Weird ass fucking mix. It's not the same. I know it's not the same, you goofs. I think is it actually like playable? By the way, you know, there's a giant gulf of time. It's playable for you guys now, like it's coming back. But like it was in a like limbo. That game was in a limbo state for a long time because I remember I wanted to go back and play it. And there was like reverse compatibility issues and shit. And I didn't have a 360 anymore. Like once you went to Xbox One, it was weird, and I didn't want to rebuy it. And then I had other things that were coming out. But if I had to go back in time and I had to switch out the time that I played Fallout 4 with playing Fallout New Vegas again, I would pick New Vegas. But doing a New Vegas playthrough and character would be pretty fucking fun. Mixing up, by the way, one of I have literal brain damage. It's not me trying to talk my way out of something. One of the biggest issues I have with whatever the fuck holes have been eaten in my brain through fucking repeated impact trauma is not just like any word, a name, names, any nouns, verbs, anything. It doesn't matter. If it is similar to if there's another word in that same category that's like immediately recognizable next to it and it has the same amount of syllables and like the same rhythm to it and starts with the same letter, I will sometimes be able to I will be unable until someone explains them to me to switch them out, and it'll get stuck. One of the weird ones is you know those like listening things that you hear and like somebody, it's kind of like The Dress but with audio, and some people are like, this sounds like a Rastafarian guy saying beer can, and then you're like, no, this sounds, or saying bacon, and then you're like, no, it sounds like a British person saying beer can, and you're like, bacon, bacon. You know what I mean? And it could go either way. Like I get those mixed up, and one was my wife's name for some reason. Especially when we started dating, Samantha and Amanda, I don't know why, would whoop, 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 whoop. I've never dated a girl named Amanda, or like I really liked one that much. And I don't have anyone in my fucking family named Amanda. I wasn't even talking, but for some reason, Samantha, Amanda. I don't know what it is. Even when I say it, it probably doesn't make any sense to you guys. Whoop, get mixed up. It's crazy. Sweden and Switzerland, yes. Laurel and Yanni? You should play Amanda the Adventurer. What is that? You could put your 360 version in your Xbox One. No, because my Xbox One, when I finally got it, didn't have a fucking... It didn't have a fucking disc slot. Because when I went to college, I got a PlayStation because it was the only years that PlayStations were good. I had my Xbox 360 and all my Xbox 360 games left over. And then I switched to PlayStation 4, right? PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, or whatever, for like years. I had an Xbox 360 right until I graduated college. No. I had both. No, I had a PlayStation. Yeah, I had a PlayStation 4. Grand Theft Auto was on PlayStation, right? Yeah. So I was playing, yeah, the PlayStation 4 or whatever. Did I get that? No, I stole my friend's PlayStation 3 for like months. I had an Xbox 360. That's right. I had an Xbox 360 for fucking forever, all through fucking college. And in college, all I played was Battlefield 4, high as a fucking kite, and Skyrim. Because Skyrim came out in my like second year of college, so like that's all I fucking played, which literally fills the Fallout New Vegas hole. And then after I graduated, when I upgraded to the next console system. I upgraded to a PlayStation 4 because I wanted to play that hacking game that wasn't as good. Something Dogs, Watch Dogs or whatever, that hacking game that was kind of ass. As it wasn't about hacking at all. It was just like, you have like 8 magic powers that are somehow connected to your smartphone. Reincarnating with my smartphone in Chicago. Bloodborne came out on PlayStation. Yeah, PS4 did right by me for several years. You know, I played Titanfall and shit on it. And then it had the PlayStation. For a while, PlayStation Network was like the best Xbox Game Pass type thing out there. Because it would give you a free game that was like 3 to 4 years old every month. And like every other month, it was something that was insanely fucking long. Like an insanely long open world game. Like one of them was Just Cause 3. Just Cause. And Just Cause 3 is 10,000 fucking hours of content. And so I just played that thing, that PlayStation 4 shit forever. And then somewhere in there was Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was like, I guess while I was in college? Or did I play Fallout 4 on an Xbox? But yeah, by the time I got to Xbox, again, the next time I got an Xbox, it was Xbox One. And it didn't have a fucking slot for games anymore. And I wasn't about to rebuy shit. But now I want to look. What in the store? Do they have it on Steam? Fallout New Vegas for $10? For $10? What? Wow, that's the ideal price. Wow, this looks like shit. God, I miss old video games. I wouldn't even want to upgrade it. New Fallout New Vegas Ultimate, $20. Fallout franchise bundle. Oh, who gives a fuck? I mean, it's got New Vegas, cool. Fallout Tactics, not interested. Fallout and Fallout 2, I feel like are going to be like next to free. Oh, a season pass for Fallout 4. Who gives a fuck? Fallout 4 VR, dude. Just that. What for? Just I can get Fallout New Vegas for $20, and for just $170 fucking dollars more, I can get Bloatware and 2 other probably okay to good games. He said, hey man, you want some shit no one wants? You can pay $100 extra for it and then some. No, I don't actually. Oh my god. Just get them from GOG. What the fuck is GOG? No, he says Watch Dogs is ass. Tyler, you're trying to start a war for real. It wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. You know? It's just like it's just fucking Assassin's Creed with like less interesting shit happening and more shooting. There's some pretty good driving. I played it like crazy. The plot of it is dumb as fuck. I can barely remember what it is. I just remember thinking it's stupid as shit. And the main guy is dumb as fuck too. Like his entire backstory is ass. Like that's what I remember. I can't even remember what it is. GOG is like Steam but better. Okay, let's see. Good old games. GOG.com. What do these guys got? Uncharted, Wolfenstein 2. Well, that's pretty decent. Adrenaline-fueled shooter games up to 95% off. Wow, that's actually pretty solid. Ugh, God, oh, fine. Give me the cookies. I don't care. Pirate Software just like, oh, did you know when you accept cookies onto your, if you accept cookies onto your computer, every time that happens, a dog is shot in Malaysia. If you want to kill dogs, accept cookies onto your into your browser. What is okay? Like it went from like games I recognize to what in the fuck is any of the rest of this? What is going on here? Songs of Conquest, Hong Kong Massacre. Bro, this is deeper than like Steam fucking indie sale. This is like, is this the bridge between like Itch.io and fucking Steam? Roller Coaster Tycoon. Wait, what the fuck? They got Metal Gear Solid on here? Is it good? Does it work right? VR missions, games. What? What's going on? So if I get Metal Gear Solid on this, it will actually not suck, and it's $6. What is going on with this? What is this? What is this? I've never even heard. How have I never heard of this fucking website? I bet somebody else told me about it, and they were fucking lame, and so I just stopped. I just like, all right, whatever, bud. Community, do I download it? Is it like Steam? Do I download this fucking thing? Stranglehold's on here? Oh my god, do you guys know about Stranglehold? The Jet Li game? I sold this game. Look at this. Holy dude, fucking okay, somebody said abandonware is represented on here. I was like, all right, you know, whatever, kids. You know, this is on here. I sold this game when I was a teenager. When I was a literal fucking teenager working at MediaPlay, a fucking company that does not exist anymore. Imagine Best Buy, but somehow all of the shit is stuff you want, but their fucking operations model is garbage. It only sold media. Literally. They sold books, video games, movies, and like albums and shit. And Stranglehold was a PlayStation 2 game that looked fucking awesome. Look at this. Look at the mission screen as a fucking Nokia. Look at it. Look at it and fucking weep. The mission screen is a fucking Nokia cell phone. Bitch. That's awesome. Oh my god. This game was crazy. I don't know how you have to play it with. This is, by the way, this is one of those games that people would be pissed at you about. Because can I give you guys a history lesson? Do you know how, let's see. Right. How's my controller? Oh, don't worry about it. You know how controllers have two little sticks right here? Two little joysticks. Clickety click, 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 click. That was not always the case, okay? The modern two-hand controller kind of layout that you're used to now was established in the PlayStation era, right? But what did not catch on as being the like industry standard until like the Xbox 360 era. And even then, it was still wonk. But what happened was when the PlayStation came out, there was PlayStation controllers, right? Hold on, I can just look this up. I can bring this up for you. PlayStation. There we go. That's a PS2 DualShock. Bada bang, bada bang, bada bang. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I need. That's what I was looking for. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so when controllers first came out on the Sony PlayStation, Nintendo had controllers too. All right, Nintendo had controllers too. They fucking sucked. Super Nintendo Entertainment System came out in like the early 90s. They had the best controller that had ever been designed, ever. It is still one of the top performing, most beloved, best controllers out there, which is the SNES Joypad. I can't remember their actual name for it. It's perfect. Literally perfect for old video games. It has diagonal axis movement. It's easy to maneuver. It's the first goddamn controller that I can remember that had the cross pattern for the buttons as opposed to the Sega Genesis, which had the 3-button pattern, which fucking sucked, except for goddamn combat games. Because combat game losers fucking love their stupid, they like to hold and put all their little fingers on their thing. But it's just not as good for other types of play, and it's weird to hold unless you sit it on the fucking on your lap. This is the Sony PlayStation controller. This is the next evolution up. It made it ergonomic. The Sony controller was like easy to package, or the Nintendo, so it was flat. This made the controller ergonomic and had 2 buttons at the top, L and R, right? I don't think it actually had down here. It did not have R2 and L2. It just had R and L. And then a flat piece up here. Sometimes later you would see these with R2 and L2, but it would not have anything else. And this thing weighed maybe an ounce at most. That was a Sony PlayStation controller, and it was the standard controller for a little while, right? Everybody else is kind of like mixing, matching up, kind of looking at stuff. Dreamcast came out. No one bought a Dreamcast. Everyone talks about it, how great it was to this day. No one fucking bought a Dreamcast. Dreamcast died. Literally, I saw us stop stocking them while I worked there. Awesome. While this was going on, Sony switched to these. You can see this is less expensive. This is the Sony DualShock. Look, it's got this little thing right here, analog, that switches these from analog to digital and back and forth. And it also has the L2 and R2s, I believe. This fucking thing weighs almost a pound because it's got little vibrators in these. And this started off everything has fucking vibration in the controller. Nintendo released after this the Nintendo, I can't remember what the fuck it was, but it plugged into the bottom of that goofy ass N64 controller and it would vibrate too. The Nintendo 64 is one of the most fucking sideways systems of all time. They did not sell you a whole goddamn video game system. They sold you like a bare bones, nothing additional on it. And then you had to buy extra shit to make the N64 work, which is why people started gravitating so much to the PlayStation. Because people might not remember this, but you could buy an N64 and buy a game for the N64 and then not be able to play it because you were missing parts. One of them was the expansion port or whatever the fuck. I still can't remember. I think it was just RAM. And you had to open the top of the N64 and plug it in. Towards the end of the N64's lifestyle, they stopped selling it without that because more than likely a few people got furious that they bought video games. They're like, hey, you can't play this game. One of them was Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark would only let you play the bot mode until you bought the $20 or whatever upgrade that made the system work. It was fucking insane. There was another one that went inside the controller. There was the vibration one and then yet another one that I can't remember. The only way to find Skulltulas and fucking N64, A Link to the Ocarina of Time, was to have the goddamn vibration thing in so you could feel it vibrating when you got near the Skulltulas. Otherwise, you just had to be based fucking 1990s kid and just relentlessly, viciously search the maps over and over and over again, like I did, because when I told my parents I wanted to buy something that vibrates and also takes AA batteries to vibrate, they said, fuck no. This is the N64 DualShock. It vibrated based on just native power in there. You didn't have to put any fucking batteries or anything in it. It worked off rip, but people were still pissed because you would get games that were like, hey, if you want to play fucking Ape Escape or whatever it is with the fucking rolly balls, you have to get the DualShock controller in order to rotate stuff. This fucking game had the whole game was based on the DualShock. I think it came out for PlayStation 2, if I'm correct, I think almost all the PlayStation 2s came with just DualShock 2s. Like they didn't let you do anything else. But because people were still getting used to those, and a lot of people had been like kind of raised on NES, Super Nintendo, and PlayStation up to that point, using the joysticks was like prohibitively fucking irritating for them. And this entire fucking show, this entire game is predicated on you basically moving with one stick and then attacking with the other. It's really like a top-down like moving, like it's a shmup. It's a fighter shmup is kind of how to describe it, but it looks really good. And you run around, you do stunts, and you shmup in different directions, but against like physical opponents. So you and he does all of his little fucking combos. Let's see if it'll play. I'm 99% sure that this is that game.
Honor is his code.
I've got to send someone good. Someone clean, someone the cops won't watch. Gotta be you. Don't. I'll take that as a yes.
Dude, you gotta say this, when this came out, this shit looked fucking clean, dude. Original Xbox controller is legendary. Everything else is too small for my caveman hands. We will talk about it. Rumble Pack. Thank you, Technica. Over in Twitch chat, Rumble Pack. Look at this.
Vengeance is his mission.
We'll just watch this whole fucking thing. I don't give a shit.
Is there no one who can kill this cop for me?
I told you not to go in alone.
I didn't. Brought my two friends.
Or not Jet Li, John Woo. It's a John Woo. Look, they've got the fucking pigeons flying. Yes. Oh my god.
Option.
Dude, this might not even be that game. I think I'm thinking of a different one. I am. This is a John Woo game. I'm thinking of a Jet Li game. Fuck. It's the wrong game. All right. Let's see. I can't believe they had both of them though. God damn it. They don't have it on here. Hold on. I'm thinking of a completely different game. Jet Li video game. Rise to Honor. Is that what it is? The PlayStation 2. Hold on. I got it mixed up. It's two different fucking like Chinatown fighter games. Here's the fucking right. This is it? Yes, this is it. Check this out. So you would do it and go in different ways, and so you have to flick the stick in the way to get it going. But it actually fucking it actually fucking slaps, dude. I can't believe they have a fucking John Woo game too. Look at that old PlayStation run cycle, baby. Yeah. Who's coming? Oh, it's the big guy. Tutorial mode. Come on, beat his ass. Beat his ass. You gotta throw him into that fish. Throw him into the fucking fish. I know he's going into that fucking fish. It's showing you. Throw him into the fish, you motherfucker. Yeah! He got this. He tented this. Dude, you saw that shit back in the day. You're like, whoa. Holy fuck. If you didn't throw him into the fish, I fucking hate. I hate you. Who is this? Who is this? Dude, you're lucky I can't see. If I could get to the dislike button, smashed. Look at this load. Fucking dude, they got him with that load screen. Hold up. God, this shit looks so fucking cool when I was a kid. It's been a long 20 years, folks. That's all I'm telling you. This shit came out like 2004. I was working there. This is the same years basically that fucking like World of Warcraft came out, was when I was working there. And people would be pissed that you couldn't use like the normal controller, or the controller like normal, and that you had to do all these things. God, fucking awesome. I miss it. I miss it like you wouldn't fucking believe. Oh my lord, dude. What? Okay. I'm gonna keep my eyes on this. I'm gonna keep my eyes on this fucking good old games. Let's see before I turn it off. Thank you, by the way. Who just what happened? What happened? Oh no, hold on. It showed up in search, but you can't buy it. Okay, so there is something. There is something that is truly lostware. No one knows about that game anymore except for like me and like 10 other people. I swear to God. You think if Joe Biden sang BBL Drizzy, what in the hell's on my screen? He'd get more votes this year? I think there's a non-zero chance. Baby L Drizzy. Baby L Drizzy. Oh, Osu was Osu, my editor, was lamenting in chat yesterday because I did the I did the guy from What You Call It Wrong. I put too much vocal fry. That just made me think of voices. Made me think of that. Thank you for the $5, Greg. Sorry. Bunny's voice sounds like this. All right, Harry. Very nicely done. Come on, Carrier. Just take this a little farther. This is at least two decent games on GOG. Go nuts. I mean, oh, hey, thank you for the $6. I got you. I had to do math there for a second. We got R-Type on here. That's crazy. Like a dragon. Oh, that's Yakuza. That's Yakuza. Okay. I thought that was something slightly else. Hey, they got the Just Deserts swimwear set. Don't worry, all of my hard right individuals, we do have Gooner content. There's plenty of Gooner content for you. Let's see what Fallout's worth. Snake. Fallout 4 Game of the Year. New Vegas is $20. Oh, that's the Ultimate Edition though. So it's the same price. Fallout 2's on here for $10. Flat Out's on here. See, what's a game? What's a like a lost game that nobody's fucking played that I remember? Eternal Darkness? Something's wrong with my fucking board. I gotta figure out what's going on. Because it's fucking Nintendo. That's sad. Depressing even. Crushing. 180 watching, only 45 likes. You monsters, help our boy out. Yeah, it is time for you to like the stream, okay? Ghost of Tsushima is getting ported to the PC. I should play that. Eternal Darkness is GameCube. Yes, I do know that. I guess no GameCube games would be on here unless they're third party. That's sad. That's sad. I'm never gonna beat it, Mama. I'm never gonna beat that game. Such a good game, too. SOCOM? Oh my god. Do you guys know about SOCOM? The hardest, dumbest fucking game ever. SOCOM US Navy SEALs on the PlayStation 2. The game with the least amount of functionality, in a headset I've ever seen. I bought the PlayStation 2 headset to play SOCOM US Navy SEALs because it swore on the hands of God and all things holy you could control your entire like crew, and you could hold a button down and say like attack. You know what I mean? Move forward, go in. And it never worked. It never worked fucking once. It was the biggest goddamn dick tease of a game. God, it was a piece of shit. Turok. Oh, dude, Turok on fucking N64 is the best Turok, and it's lost to time. 2008 one with the T-Rex. The 2008 one was good. It had some fucking moments. Definitely actually had like a whole story. Like, people hated that Turok when it came out because it's not Turok, which is basically like Native American versus lizard people Doom, right? Like if you Turok from like the N64 is the one that I'm used to. It is basically if you switch Doom guy out with like a random Native American man. I'm not even shitting you. Just like literally just a Plains Indian. Just picked up off the ground and taken to another dimension. Literally, like you start off with like a knife and a fucking bow and arrow, and it's just like, hey, you've got to start killing lizard men because fucking rip and tear their guts. And like the native guy's just like, all right, fucking whatever, man. Like, I'll fucking do it. I don't give a shit. That game fucking slapped. It had some of the coolest goddamn guns. And it was grimy, man. My favorite one was the brain sucker. You could charge up this thing and you shot it. It was a tracking thing that flew and would hit the thing in the head, and you'd hear it go, and it would start siphoning out their brains, like shooting it in a giant goddamn spray. The coolest shit you've ever fucking seen. Fucking awesome. Like original Prey. Oh my, it's so much better than Prey. So much fucking better. Oh, unless you're talking about the good Prey. Are you fucking secretly based and you're talking about not people give way too much credit to the new Prey that came out where you're on the space station. Still not a bad game. But if you're talking about the 2000s Prey on like the Xbox 360, that game fucking slapped. And yes, you are correct. Very much like that game. Talk about Lost. Oh man. And what a fucking dick tease. That was a game. You play a Native American man on a fucking reservation. I think he's the town sheriff. And aliens attack, and they just attack just to fucking eat you. They don't. There's no fucking deeper thing. They're just like, we've got to turn people into biomass. It has one of the most gnarly fucking death scenes I've ever fucking seen in a game. Like, your grandfather gets abducted, and you're just trying to save your grandfather, and then you're trying to save your like girlfriend later. And it even shows, dude, it is such a good fucking game. That is such a good fucking game, Prey. Oh my god. It fucks. The new game that came out that's called Prey, that I thought was going to be a sequel to it in space, boogers, shitballs, nothing compared to the original Prey. That game took the fucking Xbox 360 to the absolute limits of its capabilities. It was so fucking good. There's one scene where they're like, yeah, we have this like device. It has to be kept in special containment, right? And so you go and it's like fucking, there's a glass jar with a little planet on it inside there, inside of it, because they're like, yeah, we had to get it to hold the asteroid or whatever in here. We have to shrink it and put it in suspended gravitational force. So you have to go in there and you're doing stuff to get it. And while you shrink down and sit on top of this little planet, which you're running around in a big circle, while you're standing on it, the fucking things that you fight walk up and they're like gigantic, like warped outside the glass looking at you like, oh, pong, 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 pong. And then you see them come in and they start using the thing that you came through to start fighting you. That's one set piece in that game. They start shrinking down to fight you and then you get big and go out too. That's one fucking set piece in that game. That game was so fucking cool, and it ends on the dick teasingest fucking cliffhanger ever. You're just like Native American God comes and is like, hey man, you are about to become a being of pure energy and take the fight to them. Like, yes, fuck yeah, I'm Native American Doom guy, and it's like, yes, you are. You're about to fuck all these motherfuckers up. Colonialism can eat ass. It's like an anti-colonial message too, because the fucking aliens are literally colonizing Earth, and this time the fucking Native Americans of all people are fucking ready to fuck their shit in half. But it's one of the worst death scenes I've ever seen in a game, which is you go and you're trying to save your grandpa first because he's lower in the ship, and you find out that he's on the conveyor belt that smashes people into fucking like raw hamburger meat and sucks them through tubes into this thing that feeds the like giant hive colony mind or whatever up at the top of this massive like 2 moons sized fucking spaceship that's abducting people. And he's talking to you and he's like, you have to continue on the fight. Never stop. Get to the top of the ship. Remember your fucking like magic inside you. Whatever. He's giving one of those speeches, and before he can quite finish, they deep blue sea him. He's like strapped to the machine, like, you have to continue living on without me. Strapped to this fucking machine, and then it's just needles hit him like boom, 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 boom. And he's like, Grandpa. The guy's and it's just a smear. It's like, what in the fuck? What in the fuck? Oh my god. One of the funniest parts of the game. The game's constantly like pissing on you too. Like, just like literally the game knows how much of a game it is, and it is like revels in it. One of the best parts is you keep seeing, it's like you've got to get from like level 10 that you start at, where you're like that grandpa is, up to like level 98, which is basically the top of the ship. And it keeps showing you like blip, blip, blip. You do all this shit and like it just blips a little bit higher. And then like one thing happens and you go all the way back to the bottom and your dude's just losing his mind. It's so good. It is such a good game. And I thought they were going to make a sequel to it. They made that fucking spaceship game, which is still okay. It's okay. It's just BioShock in zero. It's BioShock in space. They had to do BioShock on land. They did BioShock in the air. They did BioShock under the sea twice, right? They had to do BioShock in space. And they did it. We got it. But fuck. Dude, somehow still ethical than IRL factory farming. Didn't you find your girlfriend only to discover she'd been turned into a scorpion Terminator monster that tries to kill you? Well, spoilers, but yes. And she's like, kill me the entire time because her body is just like animating it. The best immersive Sims ever made are Dishonored. Change my mind. I don't know how to answer that. It's a two very good games and a DLC I never played. I played all of the Dishonored, but the ones with there's a one with you're a black lady. I haven't played that one. I can't remember. I think that's like a Dishonored 2 DLC or like a companion release to one of them. Just tuned into the show finally. Haven't been watching for the past few days because a wildfire took out my internet. Hope you're doing well, Tyler. Well, I hope you're doing well, man. God damn. Underdog Keep says crazy ass fucking game in Twitch chat. That got caught by my Twitch chat auto mod who was like, yo, that's bullying. Awesome. It's an expansion for the second one. I hated it. Tyler said, why pit two bad bitches against each other? I never played Dino Crisis, but I thought they were always space dinosaurs. I can't remember anything about I never played Dino Crisis. It's just, if you don't know, Dino Crisis is dinosaur Resident Evil. People love it to death. I only ever played the demo that was on like a PlayStation disc that lets you do like one puzzle, which I did like 80 fucking times because it was so cool to look at. And you got to fight like one dinosaur in it. You get to fight like one fucking like velociraptor and then it's done. But that has a series of very brutal kills in it. First and second Dino Crisis are on an island. The third one is in space. Fucking awesome. Fucking why are they in space? I'll go to the one place the dinosaurs can't get me. Oh, space! Oh my god. Basil. I'm going to go to the last place capitalism can't reach. Space! Oh my god. I love it. Oh my god. I gotta play fucking any Red Alert games. I think I've played like one at someone's house once when I was a kid. Like I played like a level. I was like, all right, well, this is every fucking top down RTS.